Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft tutorial series. Today we're going to talk about enchanting, what it is, and more importantly how to do it. So let's go ahead and get started here. There we are. So first things first, there's a couple things you're going to want pretty easy access to. The first of them being cows. We're going to need them for leather, and a reed farm, which we are going to need for paper. And I will explain exactly why in due time. So let's go ahead and get started in here. This is my soon-to-be barn, maybe? I don't know. So you can see that I've already started with my enchanting table here, and I got some bookshelves around it, and I will explain why here in just a moment. So for the enchantment interface, it's pretty simple. So you put an item in here, and it's going to give you some options here. You're also going to need to put some lapis in this box right here. So we have a level 7, a level 15, and a level 30 enchantment available for this pickaxe. These levels correspond with your level down here. So in order to use a level 30 enchant, you must be at least level 30. Pretty straightforward. It's going to tell you a little bit about what it is. So it's going to, this one in particular is going to give us efficiency 4. It's going to cost us 3 lapis and 3 enchantment levels, which would take us down to level 31. I don't really need a new pickaxe right now because I have a pretty good one right here. And all these different things like fortune, unbreaking, all that stuff, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like efficiency just increases the speed in which you can mine things. Fortune, you have a chance of getting bonus materials whenever you mine something like coal, diamonds, emeralds, redstone, lapis, anything that breaks apart when you mine it. So not iron, not gold, stuff like that. Unbreaking just increases the durability of the item, so you can use it for longer without it breaking. And that's pretty much it in terms of the interface. It's pretty straightforward, like I said. Different items will have different enchants available to them. So like swords, you can get like knockback or smite, stuff like that. So how do we create this table? Pretty straightforward again. Nothing is too complicated here. We're going to need some obsidian placed like so, 2 diamonds, 1 book. And that's going to get us our enchantment table. Obsidian and diamonds, they're pretty easy to come by. If you're unsure as to how to get those, go ahead and check out my 3rd episode in this series about branch mining. Branch mining is a super easy way to gather any materials you might need for pretty much anything in the game, save like nether materials, which we'll get to at a later date. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these things back because I don't need another table. So you'll notice we needed a book. Well, how do we make a book? Again, pretty straightforward. That's when we're going to use our leather and our paper made by sugarcane. To make paper, you just put 3 sugarcane in a row like so. It's going to give you 3 paper per each one of these. So we're going to put our leather down as well as some of our paper, and that's going to get us some books. So you can see we have quite a few books. Why do we need so many books? Well, it's for the bookshelves. So we only need 1 book for the table. Everything else is going to be used for those bookshelves over there. Now, bookshelves are made by placing books like so and planks like so. And each one of these are going to give you 1 bookshelf. Bookshelves are used to essentially increase the level of enchantments you can get out of this table. So without any of these bookshelves, we're going to get a smaller level in terms of enchants available to us. So if I break that one apart there and come back over here, well, okay. It's gonna be like that. So we'll break that one too. And let's put that guy in there. So you can see this drop down to level 28. So the more bookshelves you have around this table, the higher enchants that are going to be available to you. It does cap out at 30, so as soon as you hit as soon as you see level 30 show up right here on the bottom, you can stop adding bookshelves, unless you want to just keep adding them for visual's sake. You can definitely do that. I'm going to go ahead and make one more bookshelf to replace that one I just broke. And some blanks, like so. And you'll notice when I broke those bookshelves, they didn't give me a bookshelf back. They just gave me books. So be careful in your placement. Make sure to get it right the first time. Otherwise, you'll just have to make a couple more shelves. So now, in terms of enchanting, it doesn't quite stop there. For example, if we come over here, it's in one of these chests. Hold on. In this one right here. You can see I have 2 efficiency 4 pickaxes. And the reason I have those is because you can come over here to an anvil, and if I place both of these efficiency 4 pickaxes in here, it's going to give me an efficiency 5 pickaxe out of it. And that's the same thing, so if you have like 2 efficiency 1s, you'll get an efficiency 2, 2 efficiency 2s, you'll get an efficiency 3, so on and so forth, right? It's always going to up the level of enchant you get out of it. Now doing this does cost enchantment levels, so this one would cost me 5 if I wanted it. I do not want it because I already have a pretty good pickaxe right here. Here's where you can also rename items. So I could call this, pickaxe of the whale, That's a little Diablo reference. I'm not sure if you guys will get that or not, but so you can rename it. It does up the enchantment cost a little bit, so you can see it went from 5 to 6. I'm not going to do that because I have no need to. But if you did want to make an anvil, you're going to go over to a crafting table. You're going to place 3 blocks of iron across the top, and then some iron ingots below it in that pattern right there, and that'll get you an anvil. Now if you're not sure on how to make blocks of anything, it's just you're going to fill this spot up here with iron, and that's just going to give you a block of iron. It's just an easier way to store materials when you have a lot of them, like I have a ton of redstone just because I've found a lot of it, so storing it in blocks is just more space efficient. Same thing with like coal. You're going to end up having a ton of coal if you play for long enough, like you can see here. I actually need to convert a lot of this into blocks. Blocks of coal are pretty cool because you can use those to fuel your furnaces. So I don't know, little tip there. But that's about it for enchanting. I personally wouldn't enchant anything that's not diamond quality. Doing anything like iron or especially like stone or anything like that is typically just not worth it in my opinion. But you can enchant like all of your tools. You can enchant any of your armor you want, and that'll give you different things like protection or protection versus missile attacks from like those skeleton archers. And you can even do like blast protection if you're having trouble with creepers and stuff like that. So thank you for tuning in and watching. I hope you learned something. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. I think next episode we're going to talk about making a nether portal and kind of the basics of going to the nether and what you should bring with you. So until next time, have a good one, and thanks again for watching.